Agriculture, Rural Development, Food and Drug Administration, and related agencies. I want to thank you, Chair Murray, and Ranking Member Collins for your work to get us here as we begin the appropriations process for fiscal year 2025 in the Senate. And I also want to thank Ranking Member Hoeven for our good working relationship and for his input in this bill. Our continued partnership made this a truly bipartisan bill. The bill before us supports American farmers and ranchers, protects our food supply, increases market transparency, and promotes the health and well-being of the youngest and most vulnerable Americans by reducing poverty and food insecurity. I'm especially pleased that we were able to fully fund the WIC program again this year. WIC is one of our most effective programs in reducing childhood hunger and improving the long-term success of children and their families. It provides nutritious foods and important services during our children's earliest critical periods of development. This bill will ensure roughly 7 million women, infants, and children who depend on WIC will receive this vital benefit. As the appropriations process unfolds, I am committed to monitoring participation and food costs so that we can provide enough funding to make sure that all eligible families who seek help from WIC can be served and receive the program's current science-based food benefits. Hunger knows no boundaries. For a whole host of reasons, from climate change to major international conflicts, we are experiencing unprecedented rates of global hunger. This is why I'm pleased that we include a $101 million increase for Food for Peace and a $10 million increase for McGovern-Dole to support America's moral leadership to reduce hunger abroad and to ensure that all individuals have adequate, safe, and nutritious food, regardless of where they live. I'm also very proud that this bill includes a $68 million increase for conservation programs through USDA. The bill also includes important funding for rural America. The bill ensures rental assistance is fully funded so that those who rely on this program don't lose their housing or see untenable rent increases. The Food and Drug Administration receives a $22 million increase in this bill. We must ensure that this agency continues to protect the safety and the reliability of our nation's food systems, and that the FDA has the resources to evaluate and approve drugs and medical devices based on science and efficacy. I also want to briefly mention the importance of us working together to pass a disaster supplemental as soon as possible. Fires and flooding have devastated communities in New Mexico, and they need resources from the Disaster Relief Fund, as do many other communities throughout the country. Just as we have worked together on this bill, I'm confident that we can work together on a disaster supplemental. That said, for today, my focus is our Agriculture, Rural Development, and Food and Drug Administration Appropriations Bill. I believe we've written a very good bill that protects many of our priorities and continues our strong support for rural communities. There are many other areas in this bill that I am proud of, but for now I want to again thank Ranking Member Hoeven and his staff, Morgan Ulmer, Daniel Mencher, and Alex Schultz. I also want to thank my staff, Diane Nellor, Rachel Erlbacher, Claire Wengrod, and Caitlin Hamilton. They worked in a bipartisan manner under an extremely short timeline, and I thank them for their good work in developing this bill. This is an excellent bipartisan bill. It reflects the type of work that we can produce when we work in regular order on this committee, and I would encourage all members on both sides of the aisle to vote for it.